of the FIFA World Cup between Brazil and Morocco. I've tried to put an image of the World Cup trophy to the background. I know it's not going to look as pretty, so you'll indulge me on that one as we go through this watch along. Jesus Christ. But so far, 3 minutes of game time have been played. Jesus Christ. Okay. I thought I was getting something wrong. But so far, so good. It's still 0-0 after only 4 minutes played. Something I forgot to do prior to this kickoff. There is something I forgot to do prior to this kickoff. And I cannot reverse the roles. It is what it is. My table is a bit congested, but I'll try to do my best to decongest it as we go through this game. For those of you that are just joining us, welcome back to the Football Tribe UG channel. Robert Kesakos is my name, and I come to you live from Kampala, Uganda, where we are doing the watch along for Brazil versus Morocco. The game is still 0-0 as we speak after only about 5 minutes are played thus far. Now the World Cup is officially off or is officially underway because until Brazil kicks a ball at the World Cup, the rest is curtain rising. The rest is just curtain rising. But I hope you do enjoy yourselves while here. I'll be reading each and every one of your comments as and of when they may come through. So, but this is the first time we are doing a World Cup, a full World Cup watch along. So if anything does not go according to plan, please indulge me. We'll look to better. Oh, what are they thinking? Brazil giving away the sorts of chances that they're giving away. Guys, I need one favor. I need to know. I hope you're not experiencing any background noise. If there's any background noise that is coming through, please let me know. If you're hearing any sorts of background noise whatsoever, please let me know. That's a brilliant block. Brilliant block. So anyways, this is how both teams have set up in terms of their starting 11s. I know you may have seen players other than those in the starting 11s during the time of the national anthems, but Alson Ramses Becker is in goal for Brazil. Ibanez is at left back. Marquinhos is at right back. Marquinhos, Gabriel Magalhaes, then you have Douglas Santos, then you have Casemiro, you have Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle, you have Lucas Paqueta, Rafinha and Vinicius Jr., as well as Igor Thiago. Then, interesting. Come on. Casemiro, you can do better than that. Rio Tilgema says, Messi. It's Brazil playing. Why are you talking about Messi? I know you love him as a player, but Argentina do not play until when? Their game is supposed to come in the next couple of days. I think by Wednesday or Thursday. That's when they should be playing. I should be able to look that up in a bit and find out. Okay, Neymar. Neymar is out through injury, so he's not even started this game. I've not seen his name even on the bench, so it's not there. So do not expect to see him in this game. Neymar Santos Jr. So Argentina will play on Wednesday at 4 a.m. against Algeria. That's when they will be playing. So you're going to have to wait until Wednesday. That's when Argentina will be in action. That's when they will be in action. But so far, Morocco have had the better chances or the most threatening chances in this game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's going to be a long night for these Brazilians. It's going to be a long night for these Brazilians. Otherwise, it's not looking pretty from the early start of things. Oh, maybe I think I needed to have a brighter image at the background of it. Let's see. Okay, we're still going through the starting 11s. Lucas Paquet, no, we had gone through that of Brazil. Then Morocco have Yassine Bono, they have Chadi Raid, they have Issa Diop, Akraf Hakimi, Nusa Mazoroi, Ayanoy, Bo, Boadi. Yes, I like Kante. When is France? France is playing on Tuesday at 10 p.m. East African time. That's when you will see them against Senegal. Remember, it's going to be a renewal of rivalries. Senegal did play France at the 2002 World Cup in one of those opening fixtures of the World Cup, and they beat France by a goal to nil. And that Senegal side that was under the charges of Bruno Metsu, so they beat France by a goal to nil. So there's going to be that bit of revengefulness and more city. It's going to be a big game, and we'll have to wait for it to see. Then they have Bilal El Kanos, they have Onahi, they have Ismail Isarabia, as well as Brahim Diaz. That's Team Morocco, how they've set up tonight. So really interesting stuff. Okay, Jesus Christ. Why am I not getting? Oh, come on. Come on. So far, it's Morocco dominating the affairs, especially offensively. Oh, Atil Gema, are you experiencing any background noise from my background? Kindly let me know so that I adjust uh, quite um, as soon as possible. I wouldn't want there to be any background noise whatsoever. Okay, here they come, Morocco. By the way, is it just me or are you guys also experiencing the same? I don't like some of these camera angles that we are getting from the World Cup. I feel sometimes the close-up shots are delayed. I feel like the cameras are so distant in a way. I just don't I just don't like the quality. It's almost like I'm watching World Cup 1998. I feel like the graphics is also not like that good. Maybe that's with my service provider. I do not know. But something is based on the kind of football that I'm used to watching on TV, something is not giving about this. 6 attempts on goal for Morocco, although zero on target. Only one for Brazil. That speaks to the early dominancy that Morocco have had in this game. By the way, Rafinha is playing more on the inside and Lucas Paqueta more on the sides. Oh, oh, Vinicius Jr. looking to cause all sorts of troubles off that left wing. They need to get him more on the ball. Igor Thiago missing a header. Now, if you miss the header where you have your eyes, how about the feet? It's a big, big chance. Big chance goes begging. Big, big chance goes begging. Did you see Noble's view? Yeah. I checked him out. I checked him out. He from the sound of it, or from the sound of his accent, he appears to be from West Africa, either from Nigeria or Ghana or something, one of those countries. But I did check him out. Thank you so much, Oni, for football. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Are you also watching the game? If you are watching the game, what are your views? What are your thoughts? How is it going thus far for you? I think I'm well. Good. Same to you. I'm all right. By the way, this is our third broadcast for today. So we just wrapped up the routine 11 p.m. broadcast and returned for the watch along of this game between Brazil and Morocco. We had to end the other one because I needed to readjust my setup. And I'm hoping against hope that I'm not betrayed by certain things here. Oh, I didn't know a touch on my screen would cause that sort of level of disruption. It appears like Lucas Paqueta is the one being played in the wide area, that's on the left wing, as opposed to it being Rafinha, and then Rafinha attacking more on the inside behind Igor Thiago. Zahran says, what's the score? The score is still goalless, but Morocco have had the better or more chances in the opening half. 6 attempts on goal for Morocco and only 1 for Brazil thus far, with a quarter an hour played. With a quarter an hour played. It's Brazil that it's Morocco that have looked the better side. That have looked the better side. Looks like the Moroccans are going to look to double up on Vinicius Jr. But I also feel that Brazil will need to move the ball a little bit more quicker. They need to move the ball much quicker because Morocco appear to be well aware of the threat before them. So they look to dig in a bit deep. Come on. Uh-oh. Rafinha trying to chest it in the pathway of Igor Thiago. Come on, that was just a poor pass. I understand you ought to have confidence in your teammates, but you cannot give him that ball when he's in a forest of opponents. I want to see more forward passes than back passes. That was just a poor pass. By the way, I'm a bit surprised that I did not see Sofian Amrabat in the starting 11 for the Moroccans. The Moroccans. Oh, come on. Mohamed Ouabi is the head coach for Morocco. He replaced Walid Re Regragui. Yes, I hope I'm pronouncing it the right way. But he did replace him. Mohamed Ouabi is the new head coach for the Moroccan team. Oh, it felt nice for Vinny. Could not keep it, could not get away the shot quickly or quick enough. Okay, Stuart says hi. Hi, Stuart. Good have you on the broadcast, Stuart 2004. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a brilliant pass. It's a goal. Ismail Ibari with the brilliant strike for Morocco, and Morocco lead by goal to nil. Quick counter attack, brilliant through pass, and even the brilliant Arson Ramses Becker, who is always very, very good in 1v1 situations. There's nothing else going to do about that. There's nothing else going to do about that. Ismail Saibari, who is bound to join Bayern Munich from PSV Eindhoven. Oh, such perfectly timed run. Gabriel Magalhaes caught napping, could not recover well on time. Arson Ramses Becker out in no man's land, and the ball is looped over him. Oh, that little chip, that little dink is all it took to give Morocco the lead. I'm a Team USA fan, but my brother-in-law is from Morocco, so I'm rooting for them. Well, thank you so much, Stuart. I don't know where you're joining us from on this particular night, but I, for one, I'm Team Brazil. That's the team I support. But brilliant football thus far from Morocco. They've looked by far the better side throughout this game thus far. And that should be a wake-up call for Brazil. And I feel that this space where Bruno Guimaraes and Casemiro are playing needs to be protected a bit better. Okay, we are headed for the water break, which is ordinarily the commercial break. Let me see. I figured the other image was a bit darker. of the World Cup trophy. It was a big black. So I don't know. What did you guys make of the opening half? The opening half of the half, the first 23 minutes of the game. What did you make of that? I thought Morocco deserved to be in the lead. They've created the better chances. In fact, they missed chances earlier on. So it's only worthy that they find themselves up front at the water break. I don't know what the temperatures are today. Okay. Meanwhile, William Saliba has returned to training with the rest of his teammates. Apparently, the Arsenal defender feels much, much better now. Remember, there was speculation prior to the start of the tournament that he could miss the World Cup through a back injury, and reports did suggest that he could necessitate surgery to sort of correct his illness. But it appears that he's going to be fine and he's going to be back, or he is back for the French national team side. Then, okay, then this is regarding Liverpool. We are back. The game is resuming. Apparently, Cody Gakpo has not told Liverpool that he wants to leave. However, there has been recent interest in Cody Gakpo from Italy and Bayern Munich from last summer. Liverpool not actively looking to sell and have noted the fee on Andre Gordon's 70 million pound move to Barcelona, which would inform the valuation of Cody Gakpo, who is well under contract until 2030. So for those that may be interested in his services, maybe that should be the a ballpark value that they could be looking at. Liverpool have also no plans to keep Mohamed Salah, despite recent comments from Egyptian goalkeeper Mohammed Ahmed El Shanawi that things could change. So that's what is happening with Liverpool at the moment, or at this opportune time. Uh, okay, really? Is that not odd though? Here they come again, Morocco. Oh, Kimi went for goal, but he put his attempt wide. Morocco are looking very, very quick and sharp on the transition. Oh, he had noticed a bit of a space, just did not could not keep his attempt on targets. Problem is Brazil has some really, really useless fullbacks. Defensively, they're not looking good. Offensively, they're not looking good either. So, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Boadi. Brahim Diaz plays better football with the Moroccan team than he does with Real Madrid. Brazil is not doing good. They need to focus. Yeah, they're not doing good at all. So far, they are eating the game. They are eating the game. These Moroccans are bringing the game to Brazil. They are bringing it to Brazil. Come on, come out and press the ball. Oh, what a brilliant block. Oh, Brahim Diaz could not squeeze it through with the perfect strength that he would have deserved or that he would have desired. What message is in review? Come on. Why are you chasing that ball to your teammates? Control it and make an actual pass. So many loose passes in midfield. And that's where they're losing the plot. They have zero control of that midfield. Team Brazil has zero control of that midfield. And they're getting ripped apart. And their clearances have been very unconvincing, by the way. A lot of uh, they're not fighting well enough for second balls. They're not having control in midfield. Like so many things are not going right for them. I feel there is a gaping hole in that midfield. It's supposed to be football made in Brazil, but it looks like it's football made in Morocco. That's far. That's what we're watching. That's what we are watching so far. I don't think the screen thing, screen for me will really work out. You say Saibari is just dangerous and he wants to score more. That's true. But these Brazilians also need to improve their focus in the final third. Oh, what a goal. Vinicius Jr. with the equalizer. 1-1. You give him the space, he's going to punish you. 1-1. Brazil 1, Morocco 1. You give him the space, he's going to punish you. Morocco failing to deal with that second ball and they're being punished. That's what Brazil needed. Quick comeback in the game. And now they need to be taking the game to Morocco. Otherwise, oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like tomorrow can't come fast enough. Need to go get that Brazil kit. Ah, that's what we are always demanding. Beautiful strike from Vinicius Jr. Cuts back on the inside and goes for the far corner and hits the back of the net. That's why Vinicius Jr. is the best from Shimi. Thank you so much, Shimi. And Carlo Ancelotti is impressed. He was speaking to the media prior to this game and he said he feels at peace when playing under Carlo Ancelotti because it gives him the confidence and the sort of leeway to do what he does best. But Brazil are lacking that midfield control. This midfield pairing of Bruno Guimaraes and Carlos Casemiro has yet to give us that. And then because you're lacking that midfield control, players like Rafinha are not getting on the ball quite enough. You know, players like Lucas Paqueta. Something is making some weird sound around me. So that's why my eyes are searching for it. Morocco have a free kick in a dangerous position. It's close, but not too close. Brazil have deployed a one-man wall. Oh, those second balls. I feel like Brazil are not coming out quick enough to deal with the second balls. Like once the ball is crossed into the area and they clear it, that fast clearance that does not go too far away. I feel like they're not coming out quick enough to sort of provide a quick cover on the second ball. And Morocco have been beneficiaries of that second ball, only that they've not been as effective. I want to see prime Vinicius Jr. from 2024 as Real Madrid were winning the Spanish La Liga title and the UEFA Champions League. I also want to see some bit of samba, somebody really, really dribbling past players. That's just a poor pass. Mohamed Ouadi, the Moroccan head coach, is apparently from Belgium. So, guys, what are your thoughts on the game thus far? 36 minutes played. Brazil won, Morocco won. Ismail Sarabia on target for Morocco and Vinicius Jr. on target for Brazil. Oh, somebody's going to get booked. Casemiro, not surprised. Not surprised. If you would bet on a player to get booked, Gabriel Magalhaes went in hard, took his man down, and then Casemiro launched in, but it was nowhere near the ball. Oh, that goal again from Vinicius Jr. Ah, come on. Lucas Paqueta going down quite easily. Going down quite easily. You're right about the midfield. It's not doing its job. They are just leaving gaps. Yeah, I find like Morocco go through it quite easily. Oh, beautiful. Ah, come on. He's in space. Give him the ball. Ah, come on, Vinicius. That's just a poor control of the ball. Ego Thiago needs to find ways of getting himself involved in the game a little more. That poor first touch. Jesus Christ. A Brazilian with a poor first touch. It's not something you get to see very often, but Ego Thiago has one of those. Oh, great pass. Rafinha just could not get to it fast enough. But the camera angles for me are really, really poor. Camera angles are really, really poor. Oh, Zohran Mamdani, Mayor of New York, is present, is watching. I don't know what team is cheering for. Neymar Santos Jr. has to be reduced to a spectator, just like us, with the only difference that is in the stadium and we are on our screens. Ah, come on, Vinny. You're not alone on the pitch. Come on. I'm starting to question some of these Brazilians, man. I don't understand these momentum readings. I really, really do not understand them. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Nice interplay. Come on. Bruno Guimaraes, you're better than that. Brazilians have to be a bit more careful. They've picked up 2 yellow cards thus far. But I like that they're trying to bring that European element of the game to it. That bit of physicality. It's also a good thing to not easily get bullied off the ball and stuff like that. For what they lack in skill, they're trying to compensate with a bit of physicality. Um, Jesus Christ. Biral El Canus. Hmm. Ibanez and Casemiro have both been booked, and they are in defensive positions, so that should be a bit of a worry for the Brazil technical bench. Come on. Guys, is it just me or the camera angles are poor? I don't know. Something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right. Oh, Rita, is it Rita? Langrish says Brazil won and Morocco. Brazil, sorry, you say 1-1, Brazil and Morocco. That's true. Oh, because I've not yet updated on our headline. Well, let me do so. Let me provide the updates that had skipped my mind. That had skipped my mind. Thank you, Rita. But hi, how are you? How are you doing? Where are you joining us from, Rita? Are you enjoying the game? Oh, Lucas Paqueta denied by Yasin Bono. Wanted to do it a little bit more acrobatically. Don't think he got the best of touches on it. Typical Brazilians. Looking to do that thing that they do with literally beach soccer. As we edge closer to halftime, 4 minutes were added into stoppage time of the first half, and we've so far gone to off. Off. Marquinhos is protesting here. Thinks it should be another corner for Brazil. Something isn't right. Something isn't right. And I don't know how to improve it. Maybe I'll reach out to my ISP tomorrow, to my service provider tomorrow. Just don't feel something is right. Need to try something else. Let me try a different source and let's see if the angles and pictures are the same. I could, I could be apportioning blame to the wrong people. I could be here apportioning blame to the wrong people. Uh-oh. Halftime score, Brazil 1, Morocco 1. Uh-uh. Something has to be done about this. Anyways, halftime score, Brazil 1, Morocco 1. Ismail Sarabia's goal is still the difference in this tie between these two sides. And yeah, it's what it's Ismail Sarabia squad, and then Brazil responded through Vinicius Junior. Those are the two goal scorers. Ismail Sarabia's goal came in the 21st minute, while in the approximately 11 minutes later, that's when Brazil responded through Vinicius Junior. And it's been a beautiful game, but a game where Brazil have lacked control. When you look at the statistics, they'll point you that Brazil have edged possession to the tune of 54% compared to 46% of Morocco. 2 shots on target for both sides and 4 off target for for Morocco, and 2 off target for Brazil. Then shots blocked, Morocco have had 6 compared to only 2 of Brazil. Then there's been, excuse me, counterattacks have been 2 for Team Morocco and none for Brazil. Then, Jesus Christ, come on. What nonsense is this? But Bruno Guimaraes did provide the assist for Vinicius Junior, while Brahim Diaz, excuse me, with quite the pass for Ismail Sarabia. So, my key takeaways from the first half is that Morocco need to be more effective in front of goal. I think they've not found trouble. Okay. Amajusik says hello. What's up? Hi, how are you doing? So I think key takeaways from the first half is that Morocco need to be more effective in the final third, because they have had no problem transitioning from their backlines or the midfield into the final third, but they need to be more effective in that sort of area of the pitch. Then Brazil need to have more control in midfield. I do not know who is going to provide that control. They need a bit more composure on the ball. They need to have a better hold-up play in some cases. And then when they need to move it on a bit faster, they also have to, to try and do that. Then I've thought that their fullbacks have been very, very ineffective at best, and when you go and look at the player ratings, and you look at Ibanez has a 4.8, Douglas Santos has had a 5.4. Fair enough, but You can see Ibanez is sort of struggling a bit. Akraf Hakimi is having a 5.8. So you can see he's been better than all of them. When you look at that Brazil midfield, they've all been at 5.3. So something isn't giving. Something isn't giving. Onahi has, I think, the lowest in the game alongside Ayub Boadi at 4.9 in terms of the Moroccan side, with Yassine Bono at 4.7. So, but for the outfield players, it's Ibanez with the lowest. I mean, that's two passes, two brilliant passes, and Morocco were on their way. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the tale of fatigue. Someone is out here urging Morocco to make them proud. We're being shown the equalizer. Brilliant goal. But yeah, for me, those are some of the things that they need to improve for either side. I feel that Igor Thiago needs to involve himself more in the game. Mhm. The statistics that are being provided on my screen are contrary to those that I've experienced from other platforms. New York, New Jersey Stadium. Uh, Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so meanwhile, the other game will kick off at 4 a.m. That's the game between Haiti and Scotland. Unfortunately, that's not a game I'll be watching because I have to be up early by 7 a.m. to watch Australia against Turkey. So I'll miss the Scotland game. Otherwise, if I attempt to watch it all, I may be dead on arrival. Jesus Christ. Some jokes, too much. AI jokes. Ruben, Ruben Amorim and AC Milan are like this. Anytime the marriage is bound to be sealed, looks like they've come to a conclusion that the former Manchester City gaffer you know, because of the temperatures around the summer, a lot of players are using ice vests to, to keep their bodies fairly cool during training sessions over there in the USA. So I know we've had people questioning water breaks, but well, think about that too. Think about that. So the game between USA and Paraguay remains the highest scoring game as USA won that one by 4 goals to 1. So we are waiting. Jesus Christ. I understand it's halftime, but it's no excuse to have my screen frozen. Somebody remind me tomorrow to reach out to my service provider because this image quality that I'm receiving, I did not sign up for this. It's so poor. And as we speak, everything is just frozen. Somebody said, I've never watched so many ads in my life during a football match. Players used to sing national anthems, shake hands, and it's kickoff time. Now it's ads after the national anthem, ads during the first cooling break, ads during halftime, ads during second cooling, ads at full time. Looks like we are getting underway. Back for the second half. Second half is getting underway. Don't think any changes have been made. Okay, we are back for the second half. Moroccan players are just arriving on the turf. Anytime from now, the referee will be resuming the second half. Looks like Brazil are going to make a change to introduce Fabinho. Looks like Carlo Ancelotti has realized what we've already realized. So Casemiro and Ibanez have been withdrawn for Danilo and Fabinho. Remember, Casemiro got a booking in the first half, so maybe that's why. But Fabinho has come on for the second half, and Danilo has replaced Ibanez, who's been poor through the opening first half. Um, okay, we are back. Oh, when did this happen? Let's see if Fabinho will change our fortunes when it comes to midfield control. I mean, Jesus Christ. How? Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Could we see a Gabriel Maguire's header? Corner kick for Brazil. Rafinha is the one set to float it in. This is Gabriel Maguire's territory. So, meanwhile, the football is moving to blocking, and before the corner is played, that's just a poor corner from Rafinha. Really, really poor. It was low. Anyway, he has a chance to bring in a better one, but that's a poor one. Second one is much better. Vinicius dispossessed. Want to see whether Fabinho still has the pace, the energy to go all the way. Ibrahim Diaz or Brahim Diaz is a bowler. Yep. We have a Moroccan player down on the turf. Courtesy of it's Hakimi. Courtesy of a foul from Bruno Guimaraes. Quite a stamp on the top of his foot. Don't think you can deny that one. He really, really felt it. I like Carlo Ancelotti's haircut. It's fresh and screams youthfulness. Long ball. Rafinha, you're joking, right? We may start making the case for Rafinha as a system best player, as opposed to being a brilliant player all through and through. Oh. I was wondering, at what point did I switch to Portuguese? Vinicius Jr. Here he comes, looking to dribble past some players. Oh, his cross cleared. He's quite very energetic. Never stops running. That is for you, Vinicius Jr. Rafinha is struggling in this one. Rafinha is struggling in this one. We could see a swap for him sooner or later. Oh, Igor Thiago, Brazil with a quick throw in. That was close. I'm yet to see more of Paqueta in the second half. Here's the Igor Thiago chance. Ball goes out, quick throw in into his path, and he puts Simbono to the test. I need to raise some serious complaints. Was an off the ball incident there? Was there enough in that? Uh-oh. Come on. That's blocking. You know it. You know it's going to be, it's blocking, Fabinho. You know it's blocking. You're not going to get away with that. The referee lets it slide with a simple caution, verbal caution. Who is going to score Brazil's winning goal? I don't know. I mean, my prediction was a 2-1. Hope not. Morocco, here they come again. They've not had any good moves in the second half. Oh, something is not clicking. Something is not clicking. Something isn't clicking for these two sides. But more importantly, or more particularly for my Brazil side, something is not clicking. Still no overall control in midfield. Transitions feel a bit slower. Rafinha is not being very effective on the flanks. Somebody busy sipping on their wine. The way the way I even feel sad. Oh, it's 26 minutes past 2 a.m. Oh, actually 22 minutes past 2 a.m. We could be better off with the first 9 than with Igor Thiago leading up the lines. Hey, you're streaming game now? Game wow. Yeah, we're doing the watch along, but the game is not giving the vibes we had hoped for thus far. Um, really, I don't know. What's your take? What's your take on the game? Because Morocco have not made it easy for these Brazilians, and the reverse is true. Come on, supposed to hit that ball first time on your left. It's basically a cutback. That's as good as a cutback you're going to get, Paqueta. See Brazil feel out of position, which while pitch luck they're lucky to have Vini for that goal. Yeah, Brazil isn't the same. They've struggled for midfield control. They've struggled on Morocco's quick transitions or counterattack. Their fullbacks, particularly Ibanez, did not have a good first half. Douglas Santos, still for me not that great. Casemiro was struggling in that midfield. Rafinha has not had the sort of game that you'd have hoped that he would be having. So a lot of things have not gone there right for them. Igor Thiago, I'm thinking he could be withdrawn quite soon, sooner rather than later. But also Morocco in the second half have not been as good as they were in the first half. So they've experienced a bit of a drop-off. Yeah, team is not clicking. Something ain't clicking. Come on. What's wrong with that? The persistent pursuit. Don Carlo out here enjoying. Brazil making another double change. Remember, they have already made a burst of changes, including the withdrawal of Casemiro for Fabinho, and then Ibanez was withdrawn for Danilo. Vini is doing his best. The rest of the team is just lazy. That's true. They're not giving the same energy like he's giving. Scotland is next. I'm not watching that one. Yeah, no. they're playing up against Haiti. That game kicks off at 4 a.m. Ugandan time, which I believe is going to be like 2 a.m. UK time. Yeah, I'm not signing up for that. No, for me. Anyways, I don't think I have the energy for it because I have to try and wake up early in the morning by 7 to be up to watch that game between Australia and Turkey or Turkey. They're lucky to have Vinny. Yep. Otherwise, actually, beyond that goal scoring moment, we've not had another moment as good from Brazil. We've not had a moment as good from Brazil. And for as far as Morocco are concerned, the entire second half, nah. Oh, Fabinho, is that blood? Morocco looking to make some changes of their own. Meanwhile, Lucas Paqueta paved the way for Mateus Cunha in one of those changes for Team Brazil. And then the other change was for Luis Enrique coming on for Igor Thiago. Belal El Kanous and Onahi coming off for Chamsden Talabi and Morabit. In the background, you should had Brazil and Morocco in the background. Yeah. I mean, I just do not have the graphics for it, but so I simply picked. Initially, in the first half, we had the World Cup trophy, but it had the black background, so video was a bit dark. So I replaced it with that. This may end as a draw. Yeah, chances are if they keep on playing the way they are playing, I won't be surprised if it ends in a draw. If they keep playing the way they are playing. Meanwhile, Brazil are currently playing with a man less because Fabinho was told to go off and get some treatment, had a nosebleed. Matheus Cunha is donning the shirt number 9. Isn't that what we were discussing earlier on about the disrespect to some of these shirt numbers? Cunha to wear Brazil's shirt 9. R9 must be rolling. Mm-hmm. Oh, Brian Cross goes begging. I'm not picking Brazil to win the World Cup. I know it's just the first game, but still disappointed. Teamwork, whole team. for for a person like me who is predicted for them to win it, not as the conclusive option. Trust me, I've been far from impressed in this opening game. But nonetheless, we cannot give it to Team USA just because they beat somebody by 4-1. But maybe it's the nature overall of opening games. It's the water break or hydration break. I mean, I hate stadiums without covered stands. I hate them or dread them. Like with no roof, you can imagine those ones up there in the rafters. I think we should start getting um, some revenue from some of these adverts, because I mean, you pay to watch a game and you have to witness all these ads. All stadium big in that country. Yeah, the stadium is big, but I mean, I'd have loved it to have a bit of cover. It's giving vibes of the old Camp Nou. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo, I'm tired. Eh? Ghana says, why are you wearing a PSG kit when they just beat us? Ghana, I was looking for a kit that was clean to put on for this watch alone, and this is the one I could find. I was supposed to get a Brazil kit, and unfortunately, I thought this game was tomorrow morning, so I'd get like the wee hours of Sunday leading to Monday. So by then I would have gotten a Brazil kit, but it is what it is. I got my Brazil kit on. Oh, wow. Good for you. Good for you. I'm yet to get mine, but I'm hoping against hope that tomorrow could be the day I get it. You getting yellow or blue? I'm getting yellow. I don't like the blue one. Like, I like blue as a color, but the design of this blue one, nah. Like, there's an all blue. It was all plain blue. No, crazy designs in between. I love that blue. If I can find that blue, I'll get that one. But if I can't find it, I'll get the yellow one. But this current blue with its sort of zigzag design, some in between, that one I don't like. I don't appreciate it that much. You got yellow, good for you. Yeah, yellow kid is beautiful. Although the color yellow in my country uh, has its shenanigans. Oh. Oh, flag goes up. Saibari was trying to conjure up something. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't like the blue one, but I saw it in some people, and I'm starting to like it a bit. Okay, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you don't like something at first sight, but the more people consume it, the more you start to like it gradually. But for me, the start older kids, it was entirely blue, dark blue. If I can find that, that would be the ideal for me. But if I can't find it, I'll get the yellow one. Yep. Yes, reluctant gamer. Mm. Morocco are starting to find their footing back in the game gradually. Fabinho, eh? Always committing fouls. Oh, Speed saying hellos to R9, um, PSG president Khalifa. It's the way he's anyway. Comment reserved. Reason why I like the blue because I prefer wearing blue clothing over yellow, but the kit Brazil yellow is iconic Brazil color. Yeah, even I prefer to wear Brazil, blue all through and through. But yeah, Brazil is synonymous with yellow. They look healthy. I've seen Roberto Carlos, Nazario Darima, then the PSG president exchanging a few pleasantries with I Show Speed. So he gets access to the media tribune and then he gets access to the director's box or the VIP section as well. Mm. I think I think Speed best YouTuber. Okay. We have a quarter left to play, quarter an hour left to play, but there's no indication that we're going to get a goal. There's no feel that a goal is coming from either side. That's the disappointing bit or part. Sorry, you're the best YouTuber, then Speed. Reluctant gamer. No, 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 no pun intended. Have nothing against I Show Speed. I mean, he has what, 55 million subscribers? That's huge. That's huge. I wouldn't be offended if you chose somebody else. I have the acknowledgement of that there's many out there better than I. So I'm not going to pick a bone over that. No, 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 no. I'm not that kind of person. Um, it's because of his relentlessness that he's gotten himself access to all these sorts of you know places. For example, he did that. He did his own version of the World Cup song, and FIFA acknowledged, and they said they would reach out. And I think it's out of that or from that that he's getting all these, you know, sort of this all this access that he's getting when it comes to the games. The kind of access that you and I would dream of having, uh, director's box, um, media tribune, etc., etc. Ah, to be fair, the second half has been boring. Oh, 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 good cutback from Vinny Jr. Beautiful attempt from Rafinha, but it looks like the goalkeeper Yasin Bono hurt himself in the process. Yeah, second half has been really, really poor. Danilo is about to come on. Danilo, the midfielder. Who told Nusa Mazori to trim off all his hair? Neymar is hyping the players up on the touchline. Seems like that's his main job now. For as long as you can't play, you become cheerleader number one. Bruno Guimaraes being withdrawn for Danilo. Jesus Christ. Struggling with the mosquito here. Looks like Rafinha and Vinny are going to play the whole 90 minutes. We're 10 minutes away from the 90th minute mark. So Bruno is my player for Newcastle United, my team. Okay. Yep. He did provide the assist for Vinicius' goal. Let's see if we can have a winner in this one. But the second half signals thus far do not point to anyone in favor of, because it's been such a poor second half. That's Cunha claiming a corner here. Oh, they're right. Final ball came off as Cunha. Will you stream England versus Croatia? It's on Wednesday, 2 hours before this game starting. 2 hours before this game starting. This game started at 1 a.m. That means that one starts at 11 p.m. Then we'll do a stream. We'll do a stream for Brazil. Sorry, for England, Croatia. Oh, yeah, on Wednesday, England, Croatia. That's the one we'll do a watch along for. Unfortunately, I seem to be bound to miss the games between Ghana and Panama. Then there's a game between Ivory Coast and Ecuador. Those 2 a.m. games, I don't know. I don't know. Yasin Bono seems to have hurt his shoulder. Wow. Small players with having very hard bonds. Yeah, I think some teams not worth staying up for. Netherlands versus Japan might be good. Also, France, Senegal. For as long as the game kicks off not later than 1 a.m., that one I'll be up for. But I mean, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., that one will struggle. 7 a.m., that one I can wake up for. Zinedine Zidane with his son. Yeah, after 1 a.m., too much. I watched yesterday USA game. Was at 2 a.m. for me. I only watched because I was wide awake. Oh, I woke up in time for that game, but in my head I was like, is this one really, really worth it? So I went back to sleep and I woke up for the second half. And yet it was the first half that was really worth it. The second half was bang average. So that's how I missed out. But I did wake up for the second half. What was the time for you then? The game was kicking off at 4 a.m. So every time it's 2 a.m. for you, just add 2 hours. So it was 4 a.m. for me. So I woke up because I remember I went to bed at around 2 a.m. So alarm goes off. I'm like, okay, can I go watch this game? And I'm like, but it's USA versus Paraguay. You'll watch the second half. So yeah, I ended up sleeping again and waking up at 5. Yeah, I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So right now, it's 9 minutes to 3 a.m. 9 minutes to 3 a.m. And I have to try and wake up for the 7 a.m. game. So you can see how very little sleep I'll end up having. Okay, so for me, it's 2:51 a.m. We're 3 minutes away from the 90th minute mark, but this has been bang disappointing. The second half, really, really poor. Nothing to. But as you know, football, it only needs one brilliant moment and then it decides the tie. And you never know when that moment is going to come. You want Morocco to get a goal? Nah. But they're capable. Oh, the goal scorer, Ismail Sarabia, is being withdrawn. Oh, a kind of clearance was that from Douglas Costa. Just so it's slightly easier for England if bigger teams do not go to the next stages. To be the best, you have to be the best. But Brazil is my second team, okay? And yet here you are wishing for Morocco to score. Looks like the love is not that strong. Yeah, to be the best, you gotta beat the best, right? So if you want England to win it, they could come up against Portugal. They could come up against an Argentina, against Brazil, against France. I don't know. It could be a stubborn nation like Norway. James Dantal be this Luis Enrique guy has been good. 10 minutes of added time. What for? There's been practically two stops. The water break, okay, three. The water break and the treatment episodes of Yasin Bono. How does, okay, plus the substitutions, but 10 minutes? I don't think England are going to win against Croatia. I think they're capable of. Who do you think will win the World Cup or will get to the final prediction at the round of 16? I said Brazil. And this kind of performance is almost a slap in the face to say, it's almost a slap in the face to say, nigga, bank, you're backing the wrong tree here. Yeah, you said France, I said Brazil. So it won't change, but it's almost a slap in the face. This is not the kind of performance that you want to see from a potential champion. Would love to see Ronaldo pick up the World Cup. I like both Messi and Ronaldo. Some people are always hell bent on choosing one or the other. Oh, that's a good corner. Yeah, people choose one or the other. I do not choose. They're both brilliant players, and we've been lucky to watch them over the many, many years that they've graced the biggest stage. Mhm. Long stoppage time. Yeah. I don't know what warranted the 10 minutes. I thought like 6 should suffice. But actually, they don't consider the hydration break because the clock is stopped then. Now imagine when we get to the knockout stages and and uh, extra time is a possibility. So you play 90 minutes, they add 10 minutes of stoppage time, then you go for extra time. Ah, Gabriel Magalhaes is really, really disappointed that they considered a corner kick. Yeah, maintenance rep. It's so full of crap. Uh-oh. You want your prediction not after the round of 16, but at the start of the round of 16 for £20 super chat. Yes, at the start of the round of 16. That's when I'll give it, not after. Because after the round of 16 is the quarterfinals. That's the last 8. Let's first stream off all these other, how many teams? All these others. Hey, you put your memberships at 1.49. I think last time you had expensive. I'm not sure if I told you to put down the price. I don't know if it was you or United Road 10, but somebody made a comment about the memberships. So I only had one package for the memberships, and it was the approximately $2.5, which is the equivalent of 10,000 Uganda shillings. And when somebody raised that, I posed the question: how much would you want it? Would you want it to be? And they did not give me an answer, so I just decided to go and activate the other 2 levels that I had options for. So one is like $0.58, another is slightly above $1, so 2,000 Uganda shillings, which is not even sufficient to buy you a cup of coffee, but it is there. And then the other is 4,000 shillings, I think. I stand to be corrected if it is otherwise. Let me see here. Yeah, there's 2,000, there's 4,000, and then there's 10,000. So yeah. Oh, come on. Poor ball. Yeah, it was me because I didn't reply after. I remember now. Okay, so there you have it. There are 3 different levels. You can choose which one you're more comfortable with and see if you can become the first member on the channel, the first official member, or first a fan to subscribe for a membership. But for some people, because of the payment options, that's where they struggle with. For example, where I am, like Ugandans, it would be very easy for them to subscribe for membership if if they could use mobile money. Oh, you've subscribed to the membership. Welcome to the new members. Thank you so much for subscribing to the membership. Um, the new uh, tribers. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Much appreciated. I am the first member. I am part of the history to this channel. Yeah, that's true. the people that have done. For example, Jesus JY8 JY815 was the first to super chat me. Then you're the first to subscribe for membership. As you can see, your colors even turned green. So your comments are always going to be unique in that way. Then who else? Anne. There's a lady called Anne. She was the first female fan to super chat me that time. She did twice. She first super chatted me with $1. Then I gave her shout outs and we had a simple interaction. And then she super chatted me with another $5. So yeah, there are a couple of first timers for many of these things, for some of these things. We are only seconds away from full time. And looks like you are right. Game is bound to end in a draw. Yeah, it's game over. Brazil won. Morocco won. So that's the game. That's what it was. You say I would have been first super chatted, but maybe I wasn't on the channel at the time. Yeah, you aren't on the channel at the time. But also for a long time, or for quite some time, people wanted to super chat me, but had not yet reached that level where those options were active for me. So, you know, then let me see. The biggest super chat that I've received has been $5 or 4.99, which is the $5. Anyways, game over. Brazil won, Morocco won. Goes from Ismail Sarabia and Vinicius Jr. Decided the tie that it ended 1-1. Looks like Brazil will now need to win their last two games if they are to finish at the summit of the group. Okay. It's good. You got monetized and options. You're done well. Thank you so much, Reluctant Gamer. And then you say, I think I donated 4.99. Yes, you remember that bet. We had a bet of, I think, on a certain game about a perfect score. Then I got it right and you came through. Then I think there was another time as well. I feel like it was more than once. I need to look through. Then also Boss Royale. Oh, no, it was once with the 4.99. According to my dashboard, it was once for the 4.99 and then now the membership subscription. And now the membership subscription. So that makes it two. It was Abdul Wahid who donated twice. Actually, Abdul Wahid has super chatted me thrice, Boss Royal twice, Jesus JY8 thrice, then Ash once, and then Anne twice. Who else? And Breadcrumbs once. Then Samiran Pathik once. That's Rio Dandy. Okay. So, anyways, guys, allow me call it a night and go to bed because I want to wake up early for the morning game. It's been a pleasure doing this with you, Reluctant Gamer. Thank you so much for your time and dedication and your continued love and support for the channel. It's much appreciated. Every single one of you that has been part of it. Teal Gamer, Stewart, Shimi, thank you so much. Zahran, it's always a pleasure. Have a blessed night. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.